Hello friends, so today we can discuss the problem A from the latest educational Codeforces round 103, problem name K-divisible sum. So in this problem you are given that you have to create an array of n positive integers such that the sum of those integers is divisible by k, such that you have to form an array in which you have to form an array with n integers such that the sum of those integers is divisible by k and the maximum element of that array is as minimum as possible. So you have to form an array such that the maximum element of that array is as minimum as possible, but also you have to ensure that the sum of all those numbers is divisible by k, and that's the whole problem. You have to find out the minimum possible number which is maximum element in that array. So minimum possible maximum element array. Okay, so as you can see in this problem, there is only one element you have to form and the element should be divisible by 5. So because there is only one element, there is only one gap, so you are actually given that you have to form n elements. Okay, and because the elements is 1, you always have to write that element in this total sum because you have to make this divisible by k. Okay, now let's assume that I will talk about you with some examples. Let's assume that I have, so I will write down this is n and this is k. N means that the total number of elements, and k in which the total element you have to do make this divisible by that number. So it means that let's assume that this is 3 and 3. I have 3 gaps and I have to make the numbers as small as possible such that the total sum is divisible by 3. So if I write down 1 1 1, that the sum of them is 3 obviously, and it is divisible by 3. So the minimum number, because I want to minimize the maximum number, and the minimum number in this is 1, so answer is 1 only. Okay, so this is fine. But now let's assume that I have 3 blanks, but I have, let's assume the number is equal to 7. Okay, now if you because you want that the total summation of all of these numbers should be divisible by 7. So what is the minimum number? If it divisible by 7, then the total summation of all of these numbers should be a multiple of 7, and a multiple of 7 means that I can even make this number a multiple of 7. And because as you can see k is this number of slots is 3, and this is k is equal to 7, and it is greater than the number of slots, so obviously the minimum possible multiple is actually equal to 7. Okay, what I mean by this is, in the previous example which I have solved, I have written down 1 1 1. Let's extrapolate that example. Try to write down 1 1 1. Okay, now the total sum becomes equal to, as you can see, it's equal to, the minimum element is 1 only, but the total sum equals equal to 6. Now again write 1 1 1. So it means that the total sum at this point is 2, this 2 and this 2, but the total sum of all of these numbers equal to 6, but it is not still divisible by 7. So I can also add 1 to this current element, and now the element can be 2, 3 2 2, and as you can see the total summation of them is divisible by 7 because the total summation is actually equal to 7, and the maximum element is equal to the maximum element of this, and this is as minimum as possible because I have actually divide the number as evenly as possible, and thus the height of this number is it is equal to the if I have to divide all of these elements equally. So whether if I want to divide all the elements equally, if they divide equally, then it's fine. Else there are some remaining elements. As you can see, if this is a multiple of 7, if this is 6, then I can evenly divide them 1 1 1 1 1. So each element has 2 elements, so the total summation will become equal to 6, and as you can see the maximum element becomes equal to 2. But because it is 7, I have one more element left, and because I have one more element left, that element will increment only one element by, as you can see, it becomes equal to 3, and the maximum element becomes equal to 3, but it's evenly divided. So as you can see, if k is greater than equal to n, so if k is greater than n is smaller and k is greater than n, then what you can evenly do here is you have to find out what is the minimum level you can divide out. So how you can find out? It's just 7 divided by 3, and you have to divide out how many elements are left, so it can be divided by 7 mod by 3. If this value becomes equal to 0, which means that all of these elements are evenly distributed, and the answer is just 7 divided by 3, which is 6 divided by 3. If there is some element left, because as you can see the remainder of this is 1, the value is 1, which means that there is some more elements left and you want to still divide them, so the answer for this is equal to 2, so you have to add 1 to it, not actually this one, which means that there are some elements left and you have to add this value to this 2 because 2 is evenly divided. Now there are some elements left, you have to add 1 to all of them and the answer will become equal to 3. Okay, but now there can also be a case such that my n is greater than k is smaller, which means that my total number of n, maybe my n is equal to 5, I have 5 slots to fill, but my k is equal to 2. Okay, now my k is equal to, if I still put down 1 and 1 element, now it is like I cannot do that, but as you can see I have to make this total sum a multiple of k, not actually equal to k. If I want to make a multiple of k, I can make my k increment in such a manner that the total, like the k should becomes just greater than or equal to the total size of n, because in the first condition I have ensured that my k is greater than n. If my k is greater than n, I can use this strategy to fill them out, but because my k is smaller than n, I can make my k greater to equal to n such that I can now easily fill them out. How you can make that greater than equal to n? I can make my k a multiple of itself, but it should be greater than n. So which I mean by this is, if I make my k a multiple of itself, then it's actually equivalent to like making my total sum, because in the end I want to make the total sum of this equal to k, but because my k is small, I can make this k a multiple of itself such that it can become like, let's assume that this is 5 and this is 2. If I can make my 2 a multiple of itself, but it's just greater than 5, so it can become equal to 6. If it becomes greater than 6, then as you can see 6 is a multiple of 2, and now I can easily divide 6 among these brackets. So I can do like 1 1 1, and now because one more left is 1, so I can put it like here. So now as you can see, the total summation of this is equal to 6, which is a multiple of 2, and I have divided them among the 5 elements. So what is the maximum element I have to got? I get 2, which is at this point. So I hope you understand. So if I get an element which is less than, if my k is less than n, then what I have to make? I have to make this a multiple of, like a multiple of k itself, but it's just greater than n. So how I can find it out? Because k is smaller and n is greater, so it's just like divide n divided by k and find out the number. If that number is perfectly divisible, then okay, I can find out that if it is perfectly divisible, then make k into equal to this number, which is equal to, let's assume, c, or else like find out that number. And then if my, now it's just like finding out the closest k value, the multiple of k, which is just greater than or equal to n. If you just find out that number, then use this current strategy to find out that answer. So this is the code actually. So I have written down the following cases, but it's not actually required, but still I have written down. If n is equal to 1, which means that there is only one element, so answer is obviously k. If n is equal to k, which means that number of slots and the number itself equal to, like they are same, then answer is obviously 1, which means that I have written down all of them. But you can remove this part also, it's not a big deal. But now or you can write down, it's like it is taking consider in this case also. But if my n is less than k, which means that the total number of k is greater, then how I can find it out? I can find out that like the total number of elements which are evenly distributed is k divided by n, and how many elements are left? K mod n. If k mod n is still some number else, so we have to add k, like the maximum element in a becomes 1, like incremented by 1 also, because these elements are left and you have to spread the extra elements on some elements also. So which means that the maximum element increased by 1, and that's the answer. Else if k is smaller, then what you actually have to do here is you have to first find out the element which is the k multiple greater than or equal to n. So that's what you are finding here, and now we have multiplied k by this number so that it becomes now greater than or equal to n. Okay, and now we just do the same code here again and finding out the a value. Okay, I hope you understand the logic as well as the code for this problem. If you still have any doubts, you can mention on the comment box. I'll see you next one. Keep coding. Bye.